There's a party in the middle of nowhere. Let's go and have a party. Yo! Are you having a party? Yo, brother! How are you, bro? Great. How are you, bro? Yo, good, bro. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, okay. Are you having a birthday party? Or what are you having? Oh, yeah, okay. Whose party is it? Yeah, your party. Your party. Your birthday party. Birthday party. Yeah. Wow, man. Okay, I'm in a place called Onyx B&B. It's a 2,000 peso a night hotel. Not bad considering I didn't check in until 11:30. So breakfast is included, and I'm going down that way now. All right, just checking out of this hotel here. I wanted to do what the regular guy does. He normally clocks himself in a mirror, takes a little pic, and then announces how fabulous he is because he travels so lightly. One little bag is enough. Do I hope to be like the regular guy vlogger? Yeah, maybe. He frequently has about 12,000 people watching his videos within the first day, so we can dream, can't we? Yeah. Oh yeah, the water bottle, yeah. Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
Not bad.
American. How about you?
Irish.
Irish? Oh, wow.
Are you a resident here?
No. My wife from San Carlos. We just come to visit.
Hello.
How about you?
I live in Coquelin City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long, for a long time you've lived here?
Yeah, I've been there like 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Philippines, man. I'd love to live in the Philippines, but we get too much going on in America. But come to visit, it's good.
Eventually you'll
Yeah, you know, eventually I may move here, but here in San Carlos, I love it here.
Yeah.
The people are great. Filipinos are just, I don't know, man. It's the best ever.
Yeah.
The people are great. I love this place.
It's the same everywhere you go.
Yeah. I've traveled. I've been to Manila.
It's so crowded, but here it's
Yeah, I've been to Manila. I've been to Angeles. I've been to all over. So, right. Here is the place to be.
Yeah.
How'd you know about here? Just visit one day?
Well, I'm doing a vlog, and I vlog in different towns around the island.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I was crossing over the mountains last night quite late, right? I have a dog problem in Rockland. Like my neighbor is alcoholic, has a dog he positions right outside my door more or less, and driving me mad. So I left at like 10 p.m. and I was driving over the mountains and maybe an hour outside of San Carlos, and I heard real loud music, right? And then I come upon what looks like a rave in the mountains.
Oh wow!
And I pulled in and jumped out, and there must have been about 150 people at it. And I said, "What are you celebrating?" And they pointed this. It's his birthday.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And they had this massive party, right?
Yeah, Filipinos are about some parties now. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
So yeah, we're only here for a couple more days, then we're heading out. So
Nice. Where are you going back? Where's your hometown?
I'm from just south of Atlanta, Georgia. You know, but we'll go to Manila for a couple of days. We'll go to Angeles for a couple of days, and we'll fly home. I'll be here. I think it's over 25, 26 days.
Yeah.
I'm retired. I can travel to whenever I want.
Have you friends up in Angeles?
My brother's there right now.
Yeah.
So my brother's gonna meet us there. He goes there twice a year, once a year, to hang out.
Yeah, it's where most of the foreigners are. Like if you go to Angeles, there's a good, decent crowd of guys there.
Oh yeah. You know, but for me, I'd rather be one of few than one of many. The people here treat you a lot different than anywhere.
Right.
And I came out the other day and I went to 7-Eleven and grabbed something. There were a bunch of school kids that were across the street. They're all high-five. They're all American high-fiving.
Yeah, big time.
You're not here when they have Sinolo.
No, I just missed that. I was in, because I was in Japan last week, and then I came back from Japan,
and landed in Cebu just in time.
Yeah.
I took the wrong subway in Japan, right? Thinking I was going to the airport I was supposed to go to, and it was taking me in the other direction to a different airport. And by the time I copped on, I was like an hour and 20 minutes in a taxi away, and I was stuck in this situation where it's like, am I gonna? It cost me $250 in a taxi. I would have flown. I could have booked a new flight, and it got me thinking. Like, this is the thing. This is first world countries, right?
Yeah. I tell you what, how I summed this whole thing up. I was doing something the other day, and I had wind in my pocket to get something out, and I dropped like 3,000 pesos just out of my pocket. And some people ran up to the sir, you dropped some money.
Yes.
And gave me my money, and I'm like, had that been in Philippines or Angeles, I'd have lost that money. They would not came back.
Okay, that song is so catchy. But this morning I was on that TikTok, which is the TikTok to social media is what heroin is to the drug world. You go on it for a couple of seconds, the next thing you know, an hour is gone. But there's this fella, he's 6 foot something, massive Nordic looking guy, long hair down to his arse, chiseled six pack, and is as gay as Christmas. And he'd be dancing away to that song. There's a dance that TikTokers are trying to replicate, and it doesn't look like it's an incredibly difficult dance. But I've seen everything from security guards to fucking, let's say, your local Jack Russell, but no, tricycle drivers and whatever. Anybody would have the ability to dance, and a mobile phone is giving it a whirl. So that's why it's in my head. I'm going to cross over now and take a little gander in the marketplace. Hello, how are you? That's a fine selection of different kinds of fish. Dried fish. Ah, okay. I wouldn't know what to do with it though. That's tobacco. I've smoked it before. Hello there. Yeah, it's kind of like it's there's no tobacco leaf in it. It's just like a sheet of tobacco paper rolled up, and somebody has sprayed perfume on it so that it smells nice, but it's actually horrible when you smoke it. I keep going off topic in my walk and talk. Hello there. Morning. Ayong aga. Yes. I was trying to articulate the feeling you have as a foreigner wandering around a place like this, or even living in a town like Bacolod, because you are in an extreme minority, probably in a percentile of 0.05 or something. In other words, there's about 10 foreigners. I'm sure there's more. You know, I often come across fellas that find it very difficult to interact. You'd barely see them walking around the marketplace. You have to make an effort to go out and talk to people, man, otherwise you're going to lose your mind. I was at a meeting that we have on Monday mornings, and we have another meeting on Wednesday mornings, but the meeting in Seattle, where there's a group of 7 or 8 of us. As I was using the toilet, I came across this guy, and I just met him when I got back from Tokyo, and he was sitting by himself, and I said, bro, there's a group of us over there, we meet every Monday. And he said, yeah, no, I know about your group. I know about that group, but I'm not going to go over there and talk to you. I'm going to sit here by myself and ponder the world. Well, I suppose each to their own. What I wanted to talk about was the feeling of loneliness. Like, past that shop again. Everybody
everybody is suffering from loneliness of some sort these days. Especially in the Philippines, there's even more people. Philippines has the highest rate of loneliness in all of Southeast Asia. And everybody's crazy addicted to TikTok, social media, and Instagram. I was reading about how there's this thing, what's happening in the mind to us because we're so strongly addicted to social media and other apps, right? He calls it the atomization process. Like all of the different apps that we exist on, we're creating a different version of ourselves for each of them. Like you'd act differently on WhatsApp in a group than you would if you were chatting with somebody or posting on Instagram. And then completely separately in TikTok, you might be a commentary whore or a likes whore. So you're putting up little dances or songs or whatever, hoping that you can get a different kind of like or a different kind of response. So he calls it the atomization process. He says because what you're doing is you're constantly getting short little bursts of dopamine. So I was thinking about an analogy like this. It's the equivalent to you if you'd taken like a sneaky little half line before you went out to the pub. You're not taking a big cheeky line, you're taking a tiny little bump just to get the juices flowing, you know? You don't want to be off your head, you just want to sober up a little bit, so you take a tiny little bump. And that's what we're doing in the world of social media, getting tiny little bursts of dopamine. But then that means you end up like that kind of addict. You're the kind of addict that just takes a tiny little bump every now and then and convinces himself that he's not like everybody else. You know, I'm not drinking a bottle of vodka every day and sleeping outside the post office, which I have done. Yeah, I'll leave that for a separate rant. Okay, look, I think that's it for me in San Carlos. I don't want to have these videos too long. Huh?
Are you fucking?
Maybe. Are you scared to be on that video? Are you shy?
Yeah.
So why have you got such a big bag of clothes with you?
I'm just selling a relief.
Oh, you're selling the clothes? Yes. Okay. So how much will you get for that bag, do you think?
Maybe it's 5,000.
5,000?
Yeah.
Where did you get those clothes?
From Cebu.
Okay, so you go to Cebu, you buy a big bag of clothes. How much do you pay for that bag?
Just a cost of 200 plus.
Okay. No, it's interesting. It's interesting. So this is how people make money, right? So you go to Cebu, you buy a big bag of clothes for 200 pesos, and then you bring it back to San Carlos and you sell it for 5,000 pesos. That's good. And then what do you do with the money?
Just I have a sale. If I sell this, then I have money. Then I buy again, so that like roll the money.
Roll it over. Roll it over.
Result as English.
Rolling.
That's a good idea. And do you help her sell the clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your name?
I'm Barbie.
Barbie? Nice to meet you. Connor's my name.
Barbie Miara.
What's her name?
What's your name?
Sure name.
Barbie.
She's
no.
Barbie. What's your name?
March.
Why are you so shy? I'm just making a little video about San Carlos, life in San Carlos. I've been speaking to a couple of different people around the town. You like living here?
Where did you stay here?
I stayed in a hotel over there called Onyx.
On that?
Onyx B&B. Yeah, it was a nice. Okay, we're buying some clothes now for the kids in Handu Madan, and we're on item number 4. The sales girl is very, very shy. Yes, I'll take that one too, please. You can cover your head with a t-shirt if you want. Okay, I'll press record because she's not able to concentrate.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I'm up on the mountains in between Bacolod and Negros, probably about 30 minutes outside of San Carlos. This abandoned building has been here all the years that I've been here, so 3 years plus. It looks like somebody started the job and then said, fuck it. And he turned into a cow. That's the man now that started building this house, and he turned himself into a cow. Recently, I have been communicating with my AI in the style of Flann O'Brien. Flann O'Brien is a famous Irish writer. He wrote The Third Policeman. So, let's refer to AI in the style of Flann O'Brien. Hello there.
Hello there, you fabulous bastard. What's the crack?
I want you to tell me about San Carlos City in Negros Occidental in the style of Flann O'Brien. Give me 700 words.
Well now, let us embark on a little literary ramble to San Carlos City in Negros Occidental, all decked out in the whimsical and gently irreverent prose of the great Flann O'Brien. So buckle up, you beautiful rascal, and let's take a fanciful stroll. Imagine, if you will, a town nestled between the arms of hills that are as green as an Irishman's dream of home, but sprinkled generously with the tropical sun of the Philippines. San Carlos City, you see, is a place where the sugarcane waves as lazily as a man who's had a pint too many on a warm afternoon, and where the mountain air sometimes drifts down like a gentle reminder that there's more to life than just the hustle and bustle. Now, in the style of our dear Flann, that any city worth its salt, or indeed its sugar, has its own peculiar characters and quirks. San Carlos, in that grand O'Brien-esque way, is like a small novel of human nature written in the margins of the Visayan landscape. There are fishermen who tell tales as tall as any Dublin barfly, except their yarns involve giant fish and the occasional mythical sea creature that never quite made it into the official history books. There are farmers who know every inch of the land and can tell you precisely when the sugarcane is ready, as if they were whispering.
Yeah, well, you get the gist. Take 3. Now, I'm not going to interact with my AI anymore. I tried to talk to my AI there. I have my own audience, which happens quite often. I've pulled in at the side of the road, 30 minutes out of San Carlos on the way back towards Bacolod. I'm going to have a swim now. I was going to have a nude swim, but I have my own audience up there on the hill. So,
absolutely. Go ahead and enjoy that swim. Sounds like a perfect little break on your way back.
Look,
and
look
hey,
at this. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. Now I'm frustrated. See, this is the thing. I was asking my AI for help to talk to me about a certain thing, and it kept on choking like it was getting sick on its own flame. The signal isn't strong enough up here, see? I was asking my AI yesterday or the day before about what it might be like for somebody who spends a lot of time in online Zoom meetings, interacting with a whole lot of people, but at the same time feeling a loneliness, a similar kind of loneliness. And they said about it's a feeling that everybody has in 2026 with their online avatar. So many people are putting so much effort into their presence online, right? And so you have this illusion with all the friends and connections that you have a wide base of friends, right? But in actual fact you don't. You feel more lonely. And then I was thinking about what might be a good analogy. So online connections are to friendship what vaping is to cigarettes, right? Online connections are to friendship what vaping is to cigarettes. It's a poor substitute. Now, if you throw loneliness into the mix, that might be a metaphor for the addiction, right? So the addiction itself, and I'm addicted to cigarettes, I'm addicted to vaping. Well, are you addicted to friendship? It's not like you're addicted to friendship. We're not addicted to friendship, but it is a human requirement. We need to have friends in our life, right? And this comes from the fact that there's a number, it's called Dundar's number. He says that historically, like 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, or whatever, we used to work together in groups of 50 or 100 or 150, right? Maybe it's 50 to 150. So if you were wandering around in your little group, let's say, you might see another group. There's another group over there. Look, there's another 150 people over there. Huh? But they speak a little bit differently, don't they? And they dance a little bit differently, and they have different stories that they tell each other around the campfire. So we're not going to go talk to them. We're just going to stay in our little group. There's 50 to 150 of us here. We'll be grand. So for tens and thousands of millions of years, right? I missed out on it. For thousands and thousands of years, we would have worked together in this group. I would have said, this is for example, Johnny, come on, get up out of the cave, will you? It's 4 in the morning, Johnny, come on. Will you grab that spear there, right? I'm going to take this one, the sharp one, yeah? You take that one, and then Peter, you take that spear over there. Now, we'll go out, right? We'll walk out, and then you walk out of the cave, and you're walking down, you see Mary and Betty. Hey, Mary! Mary, are you well? Are you well, Mary? Listen, me and Johnny and Pete were away off to try and catch a mammoth, right? Will you finish that tree house over there, yeah? Make sure little Peter learns his ABCs, right? And we'll be back at 6 o'clock. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with a bit of food. And get old man John to get the fire going, because we're going to have the right crack later on. I'll have a new story for you. That's the way we interacted. For tens and thousands of years. Mary and Betty would build a tree house. Me and Johnny would go and kill a mammoth. And then we'd come back and we'd light the fire. And we'd have a bit of crack. Maybe somebody had the prehistoric equivalent to a banjo, which might have been just a stick with a wire attached. But that was enough, you know? I'd say, Johnny, play us a C minor on that yoke there, would you, Johnny? And you'd have the great old crack now. That's all you needed. But now, 2026, fast forward, we're stuck to social media. We're stuck to the illusion of friendship. So the more you embark in this digital presence that you have, let's say, the worse it's going to get. Somebody referred to it as the illusion of individuality. I'm not going to expand on that. So I'm going to have a swim in the river like Johnny would have done. And Mary and Betty probably would have been watching, and they would have said, sure, fuck it, who cares? It's only us. 50 to 150. Dunder's number, he called it. Jesus Mary. Are you coming for a swim? I wonder, would life be better if we were just... Would life be better if I was a cow? I wouldn't be addicted to thinking the way I'm addicted to. How are you getting on with that step work there, Connor? I threw my... look at that cow is having a piss. Not a bother. It's a grand old day for it. Have a piss in the river. The same river I'm about to swim in. Okay. This is a restaurant in the hills, roughly halfway, I guess, between Bacolod and San Carlos. I love it. It's a hidden little gem. Right opposite from a cow field. Hello. How are you? Hello. The tapsilog.
Tapsilog?
Yeah, with 2 eggs
Okay.
and some rice.
Side up or scramble?
Side up is okay, yeah. And then some native coffee.
Plain or with milk?
Just plain. Yeah. And can I take a bottle of water as well? Thank you.
John? Saka tap ganit, John. Ayun, isa na yun sa